Ready Steady Freefromers. Today we are going to make jam tarts. Now this is using the chicken pot pie pastry recipe back in week 9. So I've got it straight out of the freezer. I've made lemon meringue pie bases with it in a previous video, and in this video I'm using it for jam tarts because I've still got some left over. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's get cooking. So here we are with the pastry, so just rolling it out in between the two grease proofs. I froze it in these grease proofs, so I've not used more. So this is the original grease proofs that I wrapped it in when I'd finished making the chicken pot pie, put it in the freezer. So now I'm rolling it out, ready for the jam tarts. Now we'll probably roll this out thicker than normal pastry because this is, it's not as sturdy as normal pastry. And so to make it sturdy, we need to make it a bit thicker. So we're probably looking about 2.5 millimeters, 3 millimeters. So when selecting a ring size for your tin, your cutter needs to be bigger than the actual ring itself, otherwise it's going to sink too low. So this one's a fraction bigger. It's probably about 2 millimeters bigger than the hole. And the next size up I've got is really big. So if I was going to be making mince pies, then yeah, I would probably use the big one and then use the smaller one for the tops. But I'm not doing that today. I'm making jam tarts, so I'm actually going to use the smaller one because then if it's a bit smaller, then it just makes it more bite-sized, a bit more like canapes with jam in. So take it to the edge. Now sometimes it lifts straight out, which is nice. Stops us having to peel it off. So I'm gonna pop it in that one there. Just gently press down to release it. There we go. And then we're going to just push it in at the edges, just to allow it to sit in there. Now I'm glad I've gone for the smaller cutter because you can see here that it's perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that. So you can see it's quite thick and the jam's lovely going to sit in there, and because it's a lovely ground almonds mixture, almond flour mixture, that it's a lovely kind of cakey base. I think if I'm lucky I might get about 6 out of this. Now as you can see, this one hasn't lifted with the cutter, so what we do is we go underneath and we kind of peel back and go underneath it to kind of get the disc off of the paper. So you're pushing the paper up to kind of release it away from the paper onto your fingers. It doesn't matter if it breaks because you can just patch it up, it's fine, it's not a problem. This pastry is great for re-rolling because you can't overwork it. So that last one there is a bit thicker, but I'm not going to be able to get another one out of it, so that's fine by me. So you can see there I've got 10 jam tarts, lovely ready-made. So what we're going to do is we're going to pre-bake this pastry because we're going to put the jam in, and then it just doesn't work doing it the traditional way. So we're going to pre-bake them and put them in the oven for fan 160, gas mark for non-fan 180 or 350. So they're all the different temperatures. We're going to do them for about 10 minutes, keep an eye on them, just to kind of cook them through. We'll pop the jam in and then it can kind of absorb into the pastry and warm through and, you know, be more like traditional jam tarts. So we'll put them in the oven first 10 minutes and then pop them back in the oven once we've put the jam in, just to let the jam kind of settle into them. Here we are with the jam tart bases. Okay, so this is just the pastry that's been cooked off. All right, that's 10 minutes in the oven, and you'll see it shrank down to 8 because I ate 2, because I've got here some lemon curd, and so I'm going to put that in there. Make some lemon curd tarts because they're always fantastic. They're actually my favourite. And you can put whatever jam you like in here. This is homemade lemon curd. Now I have made some lemon meringue pie today as well, so that's why I ate 2 of them, because I put lemon curd in the base and then I put some meringue on the top, and then I just ate it, and it was really nice. Here I've got some St Dalfour jam, which is plum jam, and so I love plum jam in jam tarts. They are just delicious. Now this is not legal on the SCD diet if you're following that, because it's got pectin in it. But you can of course make jam yourself. We did it in the raspberry layer thing that I did. That's a jam there, and you could use that. So that's the plum jam. So we've got jam tarts there, and we're going to pop them in the oven and just cook them off for about 5 minutes. So the jam tarts have just come out of the oven, so you can see that the jam is heated through because the lemon curd has gone all level, as has the plum jam. That's kind of gone all more liquidy as well. So they've only been in there about 8 minutes. I left them in there in the end. So we're going to let those cool off, and then we'll do the cheeky taste test. Here we are with the cheeky taste test for the jam tarts. So we're going for the lemon curd tart. You can see the jam's nicely set there. It's just sitting there. Yummy, yummy. The pastry is soft. It's not soft, it's kind of, it's difficult to describe. It's not like normal pastry. It's kind of like the consistency of scone. So kind of dense bread. It's good. It's really nice. It holds really easily, it doesn't break up, and it tastes really good. So yeah, so that's jam tarts. That's Emma. Hello Emma. Hello. So like it, comment, share, do whatever you want to do, give it a go. I'll see you next time in the kitchen.